Hey everybody, welcome back to my modern homestead. My name is Janet. For those of you who are new here, if you are not new here, welcome back. If you watched my last video on the Hoppin' Johns, you know that, well, I don't know that I put it on that video. Maybe it was the community post, I don't know. But anyway, I had a whole video that I was doing while I was canning the Hoppin' Johns on some oatmeal using my freeze-dried ingredients. Well, I posted the video and I didn't know it, but the end of the video was messed up. Thank you, my subscriber, who let me know about that. I think it was Barb's Country Living? Did I get that right, Barb? I hope so. Anyway, so I had to go get the new ingredients, which was fine because you can always use these oatmeal packets. They don't last very long around here. So we're going to redo those, but when I posted that video, because it was taking up so much space on my phone, and I also have a couple other videos on my phone that I'm working on at the same time, I deleted all of those clips, so I couldn't re-edit that video. So we're going to redo it today, and it's going to be fabulous. We're going to do a great job with it. Yes, we are. So thankfully, our local big box store had these freeze-dried ingredients. They had the peach and the strawberry and banana. But you know, they even had these little ones. I was hoping we could use one pack, but that's too much. This is going to take 2 packs of oatmeal, and it'll be fine. Y'all ready to get started? Let's go. Okay, so I've got my hair up and got my ingredients out. But before we get started on this, I'm just going to use these little snap bags with the zip top. Now, if you want these for long-term storage, that would be great. Just use the small Mylar bags or the medium ones. And y'all, if you're going camping or hiking, if your power's out, all you would have to do is just heat up your water. Make sure they're the thick Mylar, but heat up your water to boiling, pour in the amount you would like to use, and just let it sit until the oats are soft. Voila! Your oatmeal is done. If you're at home, you can dump these out into a bowl, and you can either heat water on the stove to boiling, and well, you could just pour this in the water like you would cook normal oatmeal, or you can pour the water in and let it sit just the same, or you can microwave these. So however you like to do your oatmeal, you will do the same thing with these. So let's get started. The first thing we want to do is to put a half a cup of oatmeal into each bag. Okay, let's do the apple first. And in order to do the apple, I'm going to use brown sugar and cinnamon, some freeze-dried real butter powder, and heavy cream powder. The first thing I'm going to do is put a tablespoon of brown sugar in each bag. It doesn't have to be packed, and you don't have to be exact. Use the amount of sugar that you like. If you want less, use less. If you really like it sweet and you want more, by all means, it's yours. Okay, now heavy cream powder, I'm going to use 2 teaspoons, rounding them a little bit. So 2 teaspoons of that in each bag. And you guys, this is so quick. When I did this in my first video, I did this while my canner was coming up to pressure to vent. So before it ever got to vent, my packets were done. Now we're going to use the real butter powder. I'm just going to use a rounded teaspoon in each one. You're welcome to use more. All right. Now, oh, almost forgot the cinnamon. That would be bad. Now for the cinnamon, I'm going to use a half a teaspoon. Yeah, I think I'm going to use a half a teaspoon in each one. And that's a scant half teaspoon. All right. Ooh, these are so good. Look at there. I say they're so good. I haven't eaten these. I don't know if they're good or not. Let's just hope they are. All right. Now let's add the freeze-dried apple. And for this, I crush up the apples, or at least I did from the other ones. These are already pretty small. So, 1/4 cup of the dried fruit. Y'all, I really want my own freeze dryer so bad. The Inquisitive Farm Wife, she's hosting a collaboration freeze-dried February, and they are actually giving away a freeze dryer. So if you're interested in that, head on over to the Inquisitive Farm Wife. Here we go, just a few left in there. That's great snacking material right there. So our first two are done. Now, when I did my other video, I also used dried pears, and I have them, but I'm not going to use them to show you because y'all, I did my apple and my pear the same exact way. Just change up apples for pears. Same measurements of everything. All right. Now let's do, I'm going to use peach because I also use the cinnamon in the peach. So again, 1 tablespoon in each bag. Pardon me, that would be 1 tablespoon of brown sugar in each bag. Excuse me. Okay, now I'm not going to use as much cinnamon for the peach. I'm going to knock that back to 1/4 of a teaspoon. I like a hint of cinnamon. I don't want it to overwhelm it though. There we go. But I will use 2 teaspoons of the heavy cream. Just like the apple. 2, 1, oops, 2, 1, 2. And this is great because this, I've heard, doesn't like to keep a long time, so if you need to use up some, there you go. And some of these aren't quite full. Can you see that? I don't know if you can or not. So, all right, and then we'll use a rounded teaspoon of the butter powder in each one. You know, if you're eating these at home and you have milk, you could use milk to cook these as well. Okay, so there are our peach with the seasonings. We just need to add the fruit. And again, we will use 1/4 cup of fruit. These are whole slices. I'm just breaking them up. Okay, the guys just walked in, so please excuse any noise. This is our last bag of peaches. Here, since you leaned on my camera, you want one? Can y'all hear how crispy that is? He actually wants to try it. Is it tart or sweet, like a peach?
Tart.
The peach does tend to be tart, so if you want to add a little extra sugar, that's fine. and there was plenty left over. So you could actually probably get another 3 or 4 bags out of that. But there are our 4 bags of peaches and cream oatmeal. Okay, let's do the banana and strawberry. I'm just going to use about a half a tablespoon instead of a whole tablespoon of brown sugar. I can always add more later if I think it needs it, but I can't take it out once it's done. And I will not use the cinnamon for these. I'm going to add rounded tablespoon, teaspoon of butter for each one, and a little bit of cream for, oh, I still need a teaspoon. About a teaspoon of, oh, sorry, the hubby's grilling tonight. He's getting the steaks ready. So 1 teaspoon of cream. And let's add our fruit. Again, 1/4 of a teaspoon of the fruit. You hear me, a teaspoon. 1/4 of a cup. And that took all of that 1 bag. There we go. And that does not look like a banana, but I guess it is. They're usually all round, but that one's, it is. It's long. Got cut funny. So there we go, guys. What you think? Quick, huh?
Hi.
All right, so there we go. It's gotten a little crazy here in the kitchen, so I think it's time for me to go. I hope you enjoyed this, and I hope it gives you some ideas of what to do with your ingredients. Another meal idea to throw in your pantry for whatever reason you use dehydrated ingredients for. Remember, Mylar bags with a moisture absorber, and these will be perfect. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you enjoyed your time here. I loved you being here. I always love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Bill blew you a kiss too.